Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi and today I'm going to be showing you guys an in-depth tutorial on how I got those cute crochet faux locks, butterfly locks hairstyle. So I am going to be starting off with blow dried or like stretched hair. I actually don't think I fully blow dried it. I think I just like did some braids and then undid them, and that's how I got that. So I'm starting off by sectioning my hair, and I'm going to be sectioning it straight back. Everything that I'm doing is pretty strategic because I wanted to have a versatility of styles with the way I was parting because of the way that the crochet situation goes. So first I'm parting straight back. And I really make sure that all my parts are like super neat. I try my best to do that. And then after parting straight back, I part from ear to ear and I kind of go behind my ear. But this part doesn't really matter as much. I ended up finding out. I was trying to mix like a mixture of different crochet like pattern styles. So I kind of did my own thing, but at first I was going for something completely different, which is why I did the ear to ear thing. But honestly, it helps. So I would say do that, but you don't exactly need to have this part be as like neat and stuff. So yeah, so that's the first part, and then I'm doing the second part. I will say having the ear to ear part really does help with like keeping everything neat and like focused so that you're not like lost in your hair. Honestly, like if you don't part your hair and give it sections, sometimes you get lost, and you really don't want to do that to yourself. Make this easier on yourself by like having the parts. So once I have the 4 sections, I go ahead and do my first like actual hairstyling part, which is this first one, just like by my ear, because I'm doing box braids around the perimeter, or boxed things around the perimeter, and I'm using the Curls Passion Fruit Control Paste to make my parts and the hair as like smooth and neat as possible. So after I put that on my part, I then go ahead and use like a fine tooth comb to like make the part even straighter. And so on the sides of my ears, I'm doing 2 little braids. So then I go in with the TGIN Miracle Repair X Curl Food moisturizer to make sure that I'm moisturizing my hair really well. Guys, this is a protective style, so you really have to make sure that you're moisturizing your hair as much as possible. You don't want like dry hair and then you're gonna like just send it away for however long. So make sure you're moisturizing. That is so important. I can't stress that enough. That's what makes the protective style protective. Okay, moisturize. So yeah, I'm just doing a braid on the perimeter, and then what I do like when I get to like towards the end of the braid is I go ahead and twist it. That makes undoing those braids a lot easier. Trust me on that. Twist it. Don't braid all the way down. Twist. I promise you that makes it so much easier. Twist it, please. Every time you do braids, just twist the ends. It makes it so much easier. You have way less breakage. So yeah, I just go ahead and repeat the same exact thing throughout my whole head. I'm not gonna bore you with talking throughout I'm not gonna bore you with talking through the whole video. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up some more and just let you guys see what I'm doing, and then I'll come back and like, tell you what I'm doing next. Okay, so I finished the perimeter part of my hair, and I'm just showing you guys the pattern style that I kind of went with. That's how I want the front part of my crochet locks to look. So that's the pattern I went with. And then once I'm done with that, or showing you with that, I'm gonna show you guys now how I am doing the next section of my hair, which is like the braids part. I didn't want to do individual braids throughout my whole head, so I decided to do that perimeter part like I just showed you, and then go down and do some more like flat braids or cornrows. There we go, that's the word, cornrows. So I'm just making sure that my part and everything is like completely straight. I just have a thing where I have to make sure everything is straight. So as you can see, I'm using my phone to help me straighten the part and stuff. Ultimately, it really doesn't matter, but I'm just like a sucker for straight parts. So I always take my time and put a lot of effort to make it straight. And again, I'm making sure that my hair is super moisturized and detangled. And yeah, so after that, I put the gel all throughout my perimeter again to make it as like sleek as possible and make sure it lays as flat as possible since I didn't like straighten my hair or anything. And then I use like some clips just to help make sure I'm like braiding within the sections. And then I braid. I don't braid tight. I'm pretty tender-headed, so I make sure to like braid pretty lightly so that my head doesn't hurt. Yeah, so I just make sure to braid loosely but still like compact, if that makes sense, so that yeah, my head doesn't hurt again. And I make sure it's as like neat as possible just in case this does show, no one can clock me, you know? So yeah, I just go ahead and do that throughout my whole head, throughout everything. And I'm gonna show you guys the end part of the one side that I do. So this is the end part in the back. So I went ahead, I didn't go ahead and finish like the braid all the way down. I left all the ends out, and then I just like am combining them down as I go and adding more hair throughout the whole thing, so I end up with just one long braid. I hope that makes sense. You'll be able to see when I'm actually done like showing you, where it's just like gonna be one long braid connecting all 4 or 5 of those braided cornrowed sections. So yeah, this is what I mean, how there's like just one long braid left. And then I'll show you how I like put that back into the rest of my hair so it's not just like one long braid sticking out, you know? So after I did both sides, I did the other side just to test it out. I'm showing you how I do the next side, where after taking that long braid, I just like start laying it flat on my head where I feel like it's most comfortable, and then crocheting that through the hair, through my own hair. So I put the crochet hook through, and then I just like weave my actual braid through my hair. And that's how I'm gonna keep it, you know, installed so it doesn't move around. I make sure I kind of hide everything as best as possible. And the key is to make sure it's as flat as possible where it's like still, it doesn't look super bulky. So yeah, that's the end part. I have these little Princess Leia things and then my perimeter braids. So yeah, it's not that hard. It was pretty simple. So I'm going to be using the Tress Butterfly Locks, the 18-inch ones, and they're slim. And I'm using the colors 2 and 4 just because my hair is pretty colored. I don't want to use like blonde, so I don't know, I wanted to have dimension and variety. So now I'm showing you guys how I go ahead and install the locks. What I do is I take one lock and I really make sure I pull it out as much as possible on the ends that I'm going to crochet. Make sure you do this because it makes it so much easier than like if you don't pull it. So I work the needle through my hair and then I pull the lock through the needle through my hair. And then I just like close that through the loop, right? And then after doing that, this part is like the part that took me the longest time. I need to like incorporate my hair into the middle of the lock. So what I do is I pull the hairs of the locks like to the top part, right? I bunch it up at the top, then I work my needle, my crochet needle through the middle as best as I can of the hair. And then I take my own hair towards the end part and I work it through and I pull my hair through the crochet hair. And the reason I bunch it is because it actually helps cover a lot more hair ground than if I would be doing this forever if I didn't bunch it up. So yeah, I'm just showing you again. I bunch it, then I work the needle through, and then I pull my hair through, and that's it. And don't let the speeding up fool you. It took me a little while to get the technique going, but once I had it, it wasn't actually that bad. And then I just kind of rub it just to make sure that my ends are in the middle. And then I'm now showing you how I do the braided part, like the cornrow part. Same thing, way easier though, because you just work the crochet needle through and then you loop the hair, and that's it. Like, that part's super easy. Nothing crazy about that. Yay, so finally on the last one. Honestly guys, I know I'm wearing the exact same outfit, but this took me like 2 days. It took me a lot longer than I needed it to, and that made me pretty annoyed, but it's okay. The style ended up being really cute. I actually didn't wear it for too long because I had a hair campaign that I had to film for, but it was nice to not have to deal with my hair, and it was pretty cute. So it was a win-win. So yeah, the last part is just me showing you guys again how I like incorporate my hair individually braided into the middle of the faux lock. I will say that the hair, I wish they had like a thicker one because the slim was just a little bit too finicky. I encountered some tangles and it was just like being a little difficult. As you can see right here, I'm actually having a little bit of difficulty, but I mean, overall, it ended up coming out really cute. It was just like kind of annoying at some points. We are done. That is the end. This is the finished look. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so incredibly much for watching through this video. I know it's pretty sped up, but thank you for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you like if you're going to be trying this. All right, guys. Bye-bye.